Thank you for joining me here again on the Survive to Farm series. This is episode 12. I'm going to apologise in advance right now. Please stick with it. I recorded the entire episode on the wrong mic. It sounds a little bit, not muffled, it's a different sound. I really do hope you stick with it. I enjoyed this episode, but anyway. With me, MrSealyp.
Ladies and gentlemen, survivors, thank you for joining me. It's December 2. It is cold. And it got really cold last night. We are working our way through our firewood. That being said, we need to go and check on the firewood because that's been chugging away. We need to check on the animals. It is really cold. They've got the inside building up. I'm hoping they're going in and using it. I did get the rest of the silage camp compacted. And when I say covered, I covered it. I thought I'd covered it. I'm not sure if some of it came out at the end. But anyway, we'll go and check on that. What I'm going to be doing today, it's winter. Crops are growing. There's not much else I can do at the moment. I'm going to go and do some more searching. Let's have a look and see some of the areas we haven't been yet, and see if we can find some more gear. One of the first places we can go to, I was going to go and pick up that, what was it? Was it a sugar beet harvester? I can't remember what it was now, that we came across. And we'll just go on and wander, see if we can find some more stuff. I mean, like I say, I wanted to get some of this stuff done. I wanted to sort out building a silo. I wanted to sort out a silage clamp. I wanted to get some bales made. I wanted to get some chickens in. We've done all of that. I'm happy with what we got. I'm surprised this hasn't frozen up. Weather forecast is a bit oof. At the moment, it's saying -1. Then it's going to say 3, then 5. Then at 11 o'clock, it's going to start snowing, and the temperature going to plummet to 23. 23, 21, 22, 20. So say 20, -23, 21, 20. Then 6 o'clock this evening, when the snow stops, the temperature's going to come back up again. So we've got a bit of a kind of blizzardy storm blowing in. So I want to try and get some of that done before that hits, if that's at all possible. So I don't know whether to grab the tractor or to grab... I'm trying to think what will hook up to... I don't want to take one of these down and find it doesn't hook up. I'm better off just taking the tractor, aren't I? It's a bit nippy, but I'm sure we'll be right. So what we're going to do, let's check on the animals, make sure they're okay. They seem to eat. We've got some eggs as well, look. Nice. They're probably frozen solid inside there. Egg lollipop. Oh, I can't even imagine that. My stomach turned down. Just thought of cracking an egg and it being completely frozen and just licking that. No. Oh man, I feel really sick. Why did I even say that out loud? Anyway. Let's say silage clam. It is a silage clam. We've got 25,000 litres in there. But this end bit, I'm not sure what happened here. Is it because there's a little bit stuck out the snow? Maybe because that bit came out the end. It just wouldn't blanket completely, and we'll see what happens with that. That might not change. It's a little bit, we'll be fine. But yeah, firewood production. I did cut down another tree. You might notice there's another one from there. Is it there? Where it was. There's a tall one there missing. So I put another one in, and we've got... I've run out of wood now. We're out of lumber in here. But we've got 8, 10, 11... That should keep us going. If anyone else needs any, we can certainly deliver some, which is absolutely awesome. We've got another tomatoes. I'm surprised that's not covered. I think when the snow comes later on, it will be. How are we looking in there? Water seed manure, yeah. Just all fine. It's chugging away. I don't need any more at the moment. That's all good. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll grab the tractor. We'll go and get that. I'm just trying to think where I'm going to put all of this. I was going to build a shelter as well, wasn't I? And I was going to do some lumber work for Brad as well. The list is growing. I hit that, didn't I? I think I drove into it. I'm going to pop that around the side there by the tree, so hopefully moving equipment and machinery around, but don't keep thumping into it, which will be quite handy. Let's jump on this. As you can see, we are wrapped up nice and toasty. Gloves, woolly hat. We are good to go. So, over to the horse farm. Well, that's what I was going to do. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take the trailer over. We've got hay bales. I said I was going to take some hay for the horses, didn't I? We can give up a couple of bales for the horses. I've been, like I say, moving a few bits around. I've just pushed the trailer in amongst the trees and the bushes just there. The lime I moved slightly out of the way as well. Everything is growing. It's, you know, talking a lot about FS25 the last couple of days. I didn't catch it yesterday. I had the privilege of being a guest on the From the Field podcast with the Farm Sim guy and Argsy Gaming. I didn't stream it, I joined them on theirs, so on either of their channels I think they both streamed at the same time. So if you want to check it out, we talked all things FS25, we talked about all sorts of stuff. It was really cool. I was very honoured to be asked to be on the show, so that was good. Fancy checking that out. But yeah, we were talking about all sorts of stuff. I mean, with a new game on the way, it's a very exciting time. What is it then? I did say this was open and they could probably come and go. I'm going to say this now, and again, what I was talking about just now was kind of following the narrative of what we're doing, but I have had some more assistance. I'm getting fairly regular. I've asked 2 or 3 times now, would it be possible to pop back on and do some things to kind of randomise it? And I think that's the thing I'm enjoying a lot about this one, especially. I know not everyone's enjoying it. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. People just want to see farming, and I get that. That's fine. But the randomness of me deciding to do something, going off to do it, and then finding like that. Not like I don't know if I could even feed them. I don't know, maybe I could. That randomness to it. It's got a rear trailer hitch. Technically, it has. I wonder if I can hook up to that, or is it a 3-point? It's in this barn, wasn't it? Oh, it's come back again. I don't know if that's just a trailer hitch or a 3-point. I think it might be. Oh, it's a 3-point, isn't it? We'll grab it. Right, let me go back. Take this back. I've just realised why. The horses have gone. It's a conversation that was had, and if you recall, I mentioned earlier on that I entered some kind of black hole, vertex, passed out, blacked out, whatever it might be, when I tried to ride one of the horses. Because of that. I suppose we should go and check on the pigs at some point as well. They're not my pigs, I wasn't feeding them, someone's been feeding them, and the pigs have been growing. We did take 2 to Tanya, and she was very happy with that. These, I keep saying military government trains that go across the country from the big, I suppose, population centres, the ones that are left, they're sort of walled-in, protected enclosures. So what gets transported? I'm assuming it's crops and stuff like that, I don't know. Anyway, hold that. Let's get back. I don't know why I'm avoiding the crop. I've been driving through it every other time. It's because it's a bit higher. I think my brain is saying, no, you can't. We have grabbed it. We're going to head back. I guess the thing we got this. Whoa, blimey. It's slippy. Is, will it even run? I hadn't even thought of that. I suppose with it being cold and the fact it's been sat there for a while, maybe we need to do a bit of greasing here and there. I still think that should be a part of the game. I know we can repair things, but I think regular maintenance, I've said that before, haven't I? Where you go and you go to the farm shop and you pick up supplies. You buy oil filters, you buy, for greasing the machinery. Before you go out in the field, you go around to the grease certs. and you know, just do what you would do normally. I know that adds another level of stuff that necessarily people don't necessarily want to do, but I think for that immersion, to make it feel more real, we do kind of get into that thing of we just jump in and off you go. You don't really think too much about it, and if the repair starts to go down every now and again, you just take it, boom, pay, done. Which I suppose, if you want to take your tractor to your local dealership and they deal with it, that would be the case, wouldn't it? You just pay the bill and job done. But I guess for most farmers, that is a generalisation. For a lot of farmers who will do their maintenance daily, weekly, however long it is, your oil changes, those kind of things. I don't know how it would all work, but I think it'd be really cool. So I guess what we need to do, so we are going to get around and try and find some more stuff. I think I might grab the, well, I might pick up, or I might grab the 6-wheeler for doing it, I don't know. It's an interesting bit of kit, that's for certain. So that'll unfold. Pick up. I don't know. I wonder if it needs to be topped or whether this will just work without topping. No idea. I guess that'll be something we'll find out. Different bits of grease, and then it goes up through the drum. Drum rotates, takes all the earth, dust, mud, stones, gets rid of all those. That pings onto that and up. So I guess you'd have to unload. Well, I'd have to unload onto the floor, then come along and pick up maybe with that big shovel or something like that. So right, so that's how you unfold it. There we go. There we go, go up to there. It's the drum rotates. That takes them up, pump onto there, wallop, job. Nice, okay, so it's working, that's cool. Good to know, and fold that away. Right. Where do I stash it? Oh, bit of wheel slip there. As I've said this many times before, there are certain aspects and certain things in game that I know a lot of people don't like forestry. I don't mind. I actually quite enjoy doing a bit of forestry. That things that people will give a try and then say, I don't want to do it anymore. Or there'll be certain things like weeds. I'm not a big fan of weeds. I'm not a great, potatoes and sugar beet and root crops are great. If you're using small equipment, they can take forever. And people will have a go and then say, well, I've had a go, I'm not sure I want to do it again. And there's all these aspects to it. And so I've said this many times before, snow is great. I love it. I love that dynamic of snow. I like having it in the game. I think it's brilliant. But it is that thing I've said on so many farms now that we run. When it first happens, it's like, oh, it's snow, and look at it. I mean, it looks wonderful. It looks fantastic, and the sound under your feet and all of it. It's great. Oh, that's train's been pretty regular, isn't it? And then after a while, you get to that point, you know what? I'm done. I'm fed up with snow. I don't want any more. it's just the way the mind works. And then you kind of get a bit, oh, I'm fed up with this. Oh, this is a bit slidey. Thought with 6 wheels would be alright, but it's a little bit. So I guess, where do we search? Let's check on our map, shall we? Oh, where haven't we been? I guess we said we haven't been across these fields, we haven't been down. I suppose it's in the middles. We've done a lot of roadway stuff, and we've done a lot of stuff around buildings. We haven't explored. We came out to here. That's where we found the Roadrunner, wasn't it, out there? We haven't really been all out there. We haven't been all the way across here. We haven't really explored out the back of here, this bit of woodland. We haven't been up into this corner at all. There's a whole woodland out here. Behind here, we haven't been. We haven't really been across the middle. I've driven across from here. I've kind of driven across here a few times, past the spinnery, then cut across. We haven't really been into this whole section. We haven't really got a lot still to look at, haven't we? Time's at 9:36. What time is it? It says snow 11. I'm very impressed that during an apocalypse, or not during the apocalypse, but post-apocalypse, we still get weather forecasts. It's quite good. We're very lucky in that respect, aren't we? I'm going to check on the pigs actually at Tanya's. How is this for braking? Whoa, okay. Let off the accelerator, don't jam the brakes. Whoa, okay, that was fine a minute ago, and now all of a sudden I've used my brakes. Not so good. Yep, that doesn't like that at all. Just spray this white really. Put a bit of white paint on it, a bit of snow cam, sorted. I guess we just head out. I'm not sure. There's not a lot of snow on the ground. But I'm not sure with the snow on the ground whether we're going to find. Oh, there's another river there. Have to be careful with all these. Whether we're going to find any more toys or anything like that. Maybe. That harvester we came across way back and we gave the information to Derek. That harvester went. I didn't realise anything out this way. Oh, this does not want to turn. Ho, 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 ho. Drifting. Whoa. Farm Trek 12, the search for stuff. On a frozen planet. Oh no, does this river run right across? Oh no, a river runs through it. What is happening? Didn't think to check that. Oh yeah. So it does, okay. Back we go. Just look at a few forested bits, I'm trying to think. This hasn't got a winch, has it? No. I don't know if there's. I wonder if we could put a 3-point on the back of this. Well, I know there are. Let's see. We have got some external winch options, haven't we? I can't remember. I wonder if we could speak to Derek and see if we can get a winch. Nothing we've got has got a winch on. I'm thinking we're dragging trees. That'd be absolutely perfect. Whoa, blimey. Oh, there we go, look at that. We found one. Cool. The kiddies love them. Yeah, looking alright. Very pink. I suppose it's very cold. We never actually tried to get any of these started, did we? Derek never got back to me with anything about electronics. He did say if he could find someone, maybe we could, but I don't know what we'd use. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what we'd use, but and what for. It's one of those things that until you need it, you don't know you need it. Wow. That always piling up. That's a proper mountain, that. It's a mountain. Now we're looking, oh, some sort of fence little piece down there. We go right the way across. Oh, we are lucking out. Tell you what, the search for stuff. We can certainly sweeten the pot with Derek and Miss Abigail. Whoa! I'm loving this. This is fun working. There's a fence there. That run all the way across? I haven't been out here. Is there a gap in the fence there? Don't worry, these crops don't belong to anybody, they're just left. Can we bump over that? What is that? Oh, just a drain colour. Oh, no, not with the barbed wire across there we can't. I need some snips. I need to cut the barbed wire as we go. Is it worth looking around there? Let's have a look, just in case. You never know, I'm keeping an eye out for rooftops as well now. It's gonna be that thing of it. Everywhere I go now, it's gonna be, how have I not been out? Why have I not been out here before? Just haven't. Like I said, there's a lot of map. There's a lot to search. Oh, hang on. Nope. Oh, every time I see a drum, I'm like, oh, quick. Hold on, no. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Onwards. Saying that, the search for stuff. I remember going to see the Search for Spock at the cinema as a kid. I remember my dad taking us. My dad was Star Trek obsessed. It was obviously the first series. The pilot was a different guy. It wasn't William Shatner. And my dad had watched it and absolutely loved it. So when the motion picture came out the first one, we went to see it at the cinema, and he was really disappointed because it was that thing. I think he felt that the actual production quality and standard was higher on the series than it had been on the film, and he was really, really disappointed. But we did go see a few more after that, and yeah, I loved it. It's that thing, you know. Any of you that, you know, if your dad's still around, I know you may not get on with it, and it depends. And everyone's family situation is different. Make the most of it. I look back now with very fond memories of all those cool things I did with my dad. He brought me and my brother up proper, and the stuff he did with us, the stuff he shared, the stuff he taught us. But just those times when he shared himself, his passion of what things he loved, and took us to the cinema, and he didn't do that sort of stuff. My mum, you know, my mum did the shopping, my mum took us to places, my mum bought us clothes, you know. So when he did things like that with us, because he worked shift work, he worked long hours, and he wasn't around a lot. He worked a lot of night work, so he was often in bed when we were at home and stuff like that. So the times he did it was just that rare treat of, wow, you know, Dad's taking us to the cinema. That was so cool. And to go and do something or see something that he really loved was absolutely brilliant. Right. Whoa, that's all over the place. Nothing here. We're gradually ticking off quadrants of the map. I need a fording point. There's too many rivers. And in this temperature, see, how deep are they? Always, before you ford in a 4x4, whatever 4x4 it is, go out with the stick. Put the stick in, see how deep it goes. Don't just go hooning through. Even if you haven't got a winch, it doesn't look too deep, does it? I just don't want to get the feet back. I don't want to get... Should we try? Oh, it's probably not going to end well. Especially if we start sliding on the bank on the other side and we can't get out. That looks a lot steeper than I thought it was going to actually. Can we get down there? Oh, not really. Oh, that's really shallow. What was all the fuss about? There's another one. Good grief. Okay. Where are we behind now? That's the metal factory. Metal production. Oh, that's a bit deeper. Oh, we made it. That's all right. There won't be toys or anything in the middle of fields, I wouldn't have thought. It's just little bits of woodland and I don't know where to look. That harvester was over here, wasn't it? We kind of just viewed that. We came in on the main road from here. Just looking for likely spots for toys and things. We talked on the podcast yesterday about fishing. And saying that, this what just reminded me, from, if we go aerial, can you see them aerial? Yeah, kind of. There's fish in there. And we talked about the map. Obviously the game hasn't been released yet, but the map and the Year 1 Season Pass, a year away, next November when that'll release. Looks like a British map. We were saying potentially Scottish. Was it a lot? People have been talking about fish farming. FS25 utilising water and waterways more. You know, I know Jim did it so long ago on Spectacle Island. having that boat, that little ferry you could utilise, which was really cool. But to have Ben Gary had that situation where you could make fishing bait, and you could take the bait down to the harbour, and bait and diesel, and the fishing boats would go out. When the fishing boats came back, you got fish. That kind of thing. That's brilliant. I really like that idea. Are fish going to be one of the new animal types? You know, who knows? Certainly not I at the moment. A lot of speculation. There's a lot of trees. I know that's good because we need to cut some down. Like I said, Brad Miller at Miller's Sawmill, they've got some trees down already, which they want help moving. And if they want some help, forestry would do some forestry as well. There could be toys in amongst all of this. Hard to tell, really. I did say a while back I was thinking about live streaming doing this, but I did have not negative feedback, but I did have a lot of people messaging saying they don't always watch the live streams when they're part of a series, and it's difficult. I mean, at the end of the day, if I'm going to live stream, I live stream. If people can't watch, unfortunately, but I do try to cater for everybody, and I did have a lot of people say, look, it's that thing of my episodes are often an hour long anyway, which is quite long, and the fact that people take the time to watch an hour long episode is amazing. If I stream for 3 hours, a lot of people said, unless we watch the stream, breaking that up into chunks is still a lot of time to sit and watch. So a lot of people will skip that episode, So as far as searching for things, we looked around here, didn't we? As far as searching for things goes, whilst it's a good idea to do it on the stream, I don't want people to miss when we find stuff, Otherwise it means the next episode, all of a sudden we got stuff and people are like, where'd that come from? We didn't go in the back of any of these, did we? Come in the back of here. Doesn't appear to be anything. Just looking behind all the fences. No. Whoa! What? God, I barely saw that. Against the tree there, look. Shadow. What is that? Is it a forage harvester? It's a forage harvester. Is it a forage harvester? It's no header. It's a forage harvester, isn't it? Oh, and a trailer. Well, that'll come in handy. Can't be much good without a header, is it? In all honesty. Shout if you see something. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see something. What's left there? There's got to be a header, sure. Surely if someone was going to leave something like that, they would, wouldn't they? Please say they would. I'm doing a spiral search pattern. It may not be conventional, but you know what? (9:52), got an hour till the snow. There. So that's the header for that. Is it a forage harvester? I mean, I say need. It's a strong word, isn't it? Need. Do we need one? No. I could try my usual will it start, but I don't know. I don't always. That's wrapped around that tree. Is that wrapped around? Where is that? I wonder if I can pull that out without hitting the tree. Oh, it did start. Can I out past that tree? We can. Oh, that's clanking. She's a clanker. Where's that headed over there? That's cool. I don't know. Oh, what's it? I was going to harvest the corn, wasn't I? As I say, we've got corn. Am I going to need more silage? I wonder what the header is. That's not Oh, it runs all right. No, is that it's a pickup header, isn't it? That's not a mower, is it? I can't remember what these things all do. Is it a mower? Is that an all-crop header? It'd be an all-crop header. We've just filled up our plan. There's no covers or anything either. Everything is exposed. That's look pretty cool though. Right, question. I've lost my thing now. That's me saying all these things. Utilise the sides of the road, utilise the bushes, utilise the tree lines. You can stay camouflaged. Where did I leave it? I should have my glasses. There it is. There it is. I just saw the frame just above the. So what I'm going to do, I think, we'll hide this. And actually, I probably just should have left it where it was. No one's ever going to find it. I had enough trouble finding it. It's mine. I need to find a thick patch of bushes. Let's just put that there. Engine off. I'm going to take this back. Right, so where have we searched then? We searched here. We searched down here. Across here. Did we? Yep. Down there. All those little waterways. Came right down past there. Out into here. Came round. So I was coming across the back of the buildings. Haven't actually been up all around there, have we? But and then we've got all of this to go. Oh, there's so much of this map. So much of this map. I'm thinking if I take a route back from here, we go. We can get across there. Maybe go straight across this way this time. Is that water there? Maybe come diagonally. Like I say, we've been that way. We haven't really covered this. We're heading back up there anyway, and then maybe another episode. Maybe I will stream. I don't know. We'll come and maybe do that half of the map. Oh. We found some more gear. That's the main thing. Another little trailer. I don't know what we're going to do with that. And the great thing with this find as well is we didn't have to utilise any of our earned or sort of bartered, traded knowledge. We haven't had to pay for the knowledge or the information. You know, a few times we've been given information and that has cost us something. So this time, I don't know why I'm looking for traffic. Of course there's no traffic. This was all us. We've been around the back of there yet? The carpentry? We didn't grab all the tyres in the last episode and did the dumpster diving, but that's alright. Just seen something else. over there in the trees, there's something else. Why is everything red? Everything I'm finding. Oh no, I suppose the I don't know actually. When it picks up the sugar beet harvester, we think it's a sugar beet harvester. Forage harvester and trailer, and then down here, I have no idea what that is. That's sugarcane trailer. Oh, that's a trailed harvester. Oh, we've got. Again, do I want that? I suppose that again, whether I want it or not, I can grab it. Because if I take it down to Derek or Miss Abigail, we can trade it for things. If there's things we need, we can trade it. Because we subsequently found out that our harvester can harvest all crops. It's not just a regular header. It will do corn and things like that. I have a trailed harvester. We've never had one of these before. Is that just a regular trailer hitch? So potentially the 6x6 is 6x6, isn't it? Should hook up to that. Successful shopping trip. If shopping is what it is. Brilliant. Plot that on the map. Come back for it later on. Is that a pond or a river? No, it's a river. We can go around that. Oh, actually, the track takes us right out by the cement works. Concrete factory. I'm definitely going to speak to Derek about a winch. We need a winch. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take this back. I'm going to come back out and grab the 6-wheeler. We'll take that trailed harvester back. And then I'm going to whiz over to Brad's and we'll see about moving some logs. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if we can. Once the road runner, those forks, we can pick up logs. Or whether we're just still better off patting them up. I don't know. This isn't the fastest thing. Oh, the lights work. That's good. Is there a real light on it? No real work light. Okay. Not the end of the world. I'm just wondering when we get this snow, how much snow we're going to get. How these paths are still clear is pretty cool. Right, I will see you in a little while. And we'll bring that back and then we'll whiz over to Villa's sawmill and see if we can lend a hand there with whatever it is they need doing. Is it over there at all? There we have. It's worth a look while we're here. Doesn't hurt to be on a tree line or crest of a hill. And we avoided them like the plague when we first started out, but it's a wintry wonderland. I can't see anything. I'm just looking for glints of anything now. Red or what's that? Oh no, that's the trailer on the road by the spinnery, isn't it? Yeah, I'm sure it is. Trying to identify things. No, we're good, I think. It's not good. It's 10:45. I went to pick up the trailer or the trailed harvester, and it's too heavy on the back of this. The only downside I've found to this, everything I've tried to hit on the back, it lifts the front wheels off. I don't think there's an option for a front weight, and now the snow started. You see, we've got some flakes, some drifts. The temperature is starting to fall. Definitely need to do some forestry. Like they always say, it warms you up multiple times. When you cut it down, when you buck it up, when you're moving it, and when you burn it. I'm going to need to bring down a tractor. We need a tractor with a cab. We get a cab put on it, please. I was watching Derek Bieri the other day, and on ViceScript Garage, but his other channel was ViceScript Lodge, and they were doing hay, cutting grass, and they were doing raking and stuff. And they've got a little John Deere. I mean, he's got loads of little tractors that he's done up on ViceScript Garage. Little Fords and all sorts of some amazing tractors, 8Ns and things like that. And yeah, so he was in this John Deere, and he said he and his son both suffer horrifically with allergies. I'm saying my allergies are awful, It's the one thing I've always said I'd love to have a farm, and MrSealyp's always said, what would you do in the summer? To go out and do hay and straw, and you'd be a mess. And I guess I would, yeah, it wouldn't be great. But he said the same thing. He said, life-threateningly so. Breathing gets really bad, struggles to breathe, your nose just and face melts, that kind of thing. So he said, we got this little John Deere with a cab, and the cab's got all the filters and aircon and that kind of stuff, so you're sealed in the cab. So for most of the time, you're actually sort of okay with it. You don't have to worry too much. You've still got to get out, haven't you? You've still got to deal with the outside world, but touch wood, the last couple of years haven't been too bad. Yeah, a cab, that would be quite nice. It's not something I thought about now until the snow started and thought, oh, not a bad idea. Oh, we are properly turning into Steptoe and Sons, aren't we? MrSealyp's junkyard. If you've got the trunk, we've got the junk. Oh no. No. Don't ever say that again out loud. Sounded good in my head? Not a no, not out loud. That was no. It would be a good slogan though. If you have a junkyard, it would be 4 people in it. Or like I said before, just a milkshake. That brings people to the yard, apparently. Right, let's go and get this. The snow's going to start hooning. The problem is once the snow really comes in, I've found, I don't know whether it's going to be the same in this farming area, this farming location, that it gets really overcast and the lighting goes and it's almost night time, At the moment, it's drifting, but we've still got this clouds, which is, it's a curiosity, this one, isn't it? It's a little bit like the camp weather system on Mars the Mission, that we're inside a dome and getting snow and getting, which I loved. I think that's brilliant. Well, go. Now with the snow intensifying, some of you may be asking the question, this is all rather far-fetched, MrSealyp. How come no one else has found any of this equipment that's lying around the place? Well, you know what? Not everyone is a daredevil maverick like what I is. Oh, look. They're Christmas lights. They are festive lights. I just thought I'd better check the snowman for toys. That's quite... Oh, I suddenly thought there was one there. I thought, no, we've already been around, didn't we? I just saw the lights. That's lovely. Actually, saying the lights, that's lovely. Those lights weren't up before, so... Put those up. Anyway, there aren't many people in the town. There are usually probably see what 4 or 5 people wandering around. Derek's there, Miss Abigail and Cletus, they're there. They are there. There aren't that many people in the town, and a lot of people won't venture out of the town. They'll stay in the secure area. They'll stay where they feel safe. They won't venture out, and due to my up to this point nomadic lifestyle, I've got used to being on my own, out in the elements, searching for things, that kind of thing, working my way around the countryside. A lot of these people don't. They won't go out, That's why they'll rely on information. They'll rely on, they'll find out where something is, but they'll hold on to that information. Because the piece of equipment they can't use, they don't want, but the information on where that equipment is far more important because they can barter and haggle and trade for something else. So will they go out and collect things themselves? No, they won't necessarily even go further afield than the town itself, And there are a lot of people I noticed that live very insular lives like that. Who was it I was talking to the other day? And they said there was an old lady. Where was it? She was in her 70s? 70-something. And she'd never left. Oh, it was my brother when he did the coast to coast. There was a lady that had encountered and he was talking about the coast to coast with her. He'd stopped at the local rugby club and she made some sandwiches and stuff for him, and he was talking about the different places and stuff he'd been to, and bearing in mind, she's on the edge of the Lake District. I think it was down in the place near Cleatamore, and she was 70-something years old, and she said, I've never left the area, I've never left Cleatamore. She'd never been on a holiday, she'd never... And you think, how can you live your entire life? But a lot of people do. A lot of people don't travel, don't like to travel. A lot of people will stay in the town they grew up in. They will live there, work there, and pass away there, and it's that life they live. Some people are more intrepid and like to explore, and I'm not. In this, yes, of course, I'm a maverick. I can go and wherever I want, do whatever I want because that's who I am. In real life, not really. I haven't travelled a lot. I've travelled a little bit. I'm not a well-travelled person, and that's just me. So it's yeah. So as far as that goes, I know that someone asked me a few episodes ago. It's all a bit far-fetched. How come people haven't found it? I mean, there's all sorts of reasons why not. And when you think we started, there was this. The bridge wasn't here. None of that was there. None of it. None of the equipment. None of the machinery. We have taken out a fence. We have cut a few trees down. I've tried to keep these here. So that being said, what we're going to do now is... I walked past it. I didn't I? Where's the pickup? See? Rob and Rob's son, a good shout. Mind you, that being said, it would have been perfect now. I was just going to say, now that it's green, I couldn't see it. But it was white before, and it's perfect for these weather conditions. But the rest of the time, no, you're right, it stands out. That being said, every other item I've got is red or yellow or bright orange cover on the silo. So what we're going to do is just whiz across the way. I'm just thinking, actually, as well, when I said about a winch, the other thing that we might be able to get made, which would be a far more basic proposition, you know what, you can get them for the backs of tractors, and it's like it's a log grab, but it's based on like a scissor mechanism, the way it crosses over. So when you pull up on it, the scissors close on the log. I'm sure you can get those 3-point links. So maybe we can get one of those made. That might not be a bad idea. So on the back of the tractor, at least we can drag logs around. But I think for the time being, what we can do is chop some up, throw them in the back of the pickup. It's just to keep the sawmill ticking over as well. Not going to lie. What often happens is MrSealyp or any of my kids at any point will come into the man cave. This is when it's been quite warm, the door's open. When the door's closed, I hear them try to open the door. As soon as I hear them start to open the door, I'll pause my recording, often. They don't look in the window to see if I'm recording or I'm talking, they just will usually just barge straight in. The door's open, so normally I hear the dog come out or, whatever. So as I got to the bridge, MrSealyp just appeared next to me to ask me if I wanted a coffee, but I mean literally just appeared out of the ground like vanilla. It just... My heart is absolutely hammering. She frightened the life out of me. Oh man, it's going to take me a few minutes to get my breath back. Oh, didn't hear her at all. Didn't hear the dog, didn't hear it. Normally got the step as well, so the man cave is a little bit of a creak. Nothing. Didn't hear a thing. So that's where I cut all the grass, isn't it? Oh, it's really coming down thick. We've got a few more clouds now as well. It's 11 o'clock. We're going to start to lose the light, aren't we? Right, so we have got some trees down already. Let's do that and that. Get our lights on, engine off, and that will drain the battery. Probably not a good idea. So the lights off. So, the other thing as well that I was asked, with my torch, where am I getting the batteries? Don't need them. It's one of them wind-up ones. They're quite handy actually. They're pretty cool. I do like them. It's a fact. They exist, people. They exist. So there are some trees down. So what we've got to do... How many are down? 1, 2... It's just 2. There's a one up. Oh no, there's one there. One there. What is that? What is that? That is bizarre. Is that just a... I have no idea what that is. Is that a drain cover or something? I'll tell me this. We'll have to come back to that and have a look. That is really odd. Can't collect it. No idea. Absolutely no idea. Say it's all while we're here. So have a look. What's the back of here? We go around these buildings? I can't remember. Maybe. But yeah, what we're going to do, yeah, let's just we'll just get some of this done for Brad. And like I said, it doesn't hurt to curry favour with if someone's asked for a favour or asked for your help. Why is it not working? There we go. Because I did come down and I originally I did take some planks and boards and stuff that were just sat around. I didn't realise anyone was actually at the sawmill, but I did bring some lumber. I did replace it, and then when I did meet Brad, and he said, "Darren, I do appreciate that. Thank you for doing that." So we kind of struck a bit of a deal, and it's that thing of, you know, like I said, quid pro quo. I'm helping him out a little bit, do a little bit of this for him. Probably could bring the pickup over a bit closer. We'll do that. Strap there, do that. And then if we do need some planks, like, what did I say I wanted planks for another day? There was something else I said. Oh yeah, building a little cabin. So if we are not a cabin, a shelter. We're going to build like a little log shelter. We can build the frame out of poles. We can cut some trees and just put the poles in the ground. That's not a problem. But as far as it goes with actually putting a roof on it, we can do it with poles, then throw a tarp on it or something like that. But if we can just nail some planks down. But as far as nails go, we can kind of pick them up here and there, I guess. But we can always go and get some more metal from the metal works. Speak to Derek, jack of all trades, and see if he could, you know, just make us some nails. I was watching Alec Steele the other day, and Alec Steele, I don't know if I've ever mentioned his channel before. He's a blacksmith, and which is kind of ironic, it's Alec Steele, but anyway, started off blacksmithing when he was about 13, 14, something very, very young, and then started his own little blacksmith shop and did some work. Then he moved out to, I'm sure it was Montana he went to, with a guy called Will Stelter, and he's got his own channel now as well. And he did a stream, and he was talking about the website. Is it Squarespace? I think it's Squarespace. I'm not sponsored. I'm just talking about what he was doing about Squarespace, and that you can sell items on there. So what he was doing, he was in his blacksmith's forge. He was making nails, hand making nails, and he started off doing packets of 5, then packets of 10, then packets of 20. And as he was making them, he was putting them online for sale. And over the course of the stream, sold every single nail he made, which was it was very cool to watch. So that kind of, you know, we've had a few sort of bits and bobs like that, but yeah, blacksmiths, they're quite cool, isn't it? We haven't had blacksmith's forge. Just trying to think, have we? Because that would be an interesting thing as well. Saying about the animals and livestock and stuff, we don't reshoe the horses. If you had a blacksmith's forge, there would be something else for the production for metal as well, wouldn't it? You make horseshoes, you might make nails, or I don't know. I know not everyone's a big fan of productions. I know, you know, there are going to be new productions and stuff, obviously in the new version of the game, which is going to be cool. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get this, because the temperature is plummeting. It's minus 20 something now, is it? Let's have a look. What we're looking at. Minus 20. Currently 2. It said it doesn't make any sense. Right, 11 o'clock, snow. 12 o'clock, snow. Minus 23, it says there. Is that with the wind chill, maybe? Possibly, because it's saying currently 2. But it's supposed to be, well, anyway. It's cold. I'm just thinking if it drops to minus 23, being out here doing logging is probably the best idea. Get some more in there. I'll wait till the suspension just really bottoms out, till we're dragging wheel arch, and then we'll be fine. Absolutely golden. But I'll take it over to the mill, and we'll head back. Like I said, I know there's not. I mean, we're doing a bit of this. It's not fine now. I don't know. We're at that point now. We're at 1 metre lengths. It's winter. It's always the same. Whatever farm you're on, whatever farming area you're in, what do you do during the winter months? You know, there's not any crop work, especially if you're running seasons as well. So it's finding those jobs to do. I'm not finding jobs to do. I'm finding things. That was one of the things I definitely need to do, was find more gear, and it seems like the perfect opportunity. I haven't got any other jobs to do, so I might as well go out and start searching for some more gear. So that was the point. We'll see how we go with snowfall when we get into January, and we'll kind of go from there, really, as to what crops are then available and what we can do. The snow is really coming down. You can see now, look, when you look out across as well, that bright sunshine is now, well, it's still actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I've definitely farmed in other areas where it just goes bang. It's like night time. Oh well, I think that'll do. I've got some more to put on, but they weren't loaded particularly well. Cool, yeah, we are pretty low on the suspension. I know not everyone's going to be happy with this, but I'm going to do my YouTube a bit now, because I haven't ever done it before. The reason I'm doing it now is I was having a conversation with DJ Gohan, with Chucky, one of the community coordinators at Giants, and they were saying about why I don't ever use my Giants partner code, which I've had for 3 years, if not longer, when new items come out, whether it be new versions of the game, whether it be DLC or anything like that. And I've always said that because my channel is kind of console focused, it would be a bit disingenuous of me to push PC codes, partner codes and stuff to use when you're buying new stuff when I play on console. That being said, that has changed. The Average Viking messaged me the other day and said, were you aware the codes they send out, there is one that says retail forwarding. If you use that link, and the links are in my description, if you use that link, it will take you to the Farming Simulator website, and then you can choose your platform. So whether it's PC, Mac, Xbox, PlayStation 5, or the old PlayStation 4, so you can go back and you can do FS22 stuff, you can go right back to, I think, FS17 stuff, any of the DLCs, any of that stuff. So if you want to use the partner code, if you want to use that link, if you want to pre-order FS25 on console, awesome news. I'm so happy that finally I'm using my partner code that I've had access to. I can genuinely, I could have used it all this time, but it just didn't sit right with me. So as it stands now, you can jump on. If you haven't pre-ordered yet and you're going to pre-order, use my partner code. It's all caps MrSealyp at checkout. I know it's that, you know, it's a YouTuber thing, and I don't do it very often. I don't push my merch. I just put the merch thing on the end of every episode, and at the end of every mod review. I don't ever really plug it, and I should more. I get in a lot of trouble from all different people that message me saying, why don't you push stuff more? Why don't you push your channel more? Why don't you push your products more? I don't know. That's the thing for this. What was here? Oh, there we go. Right. So with that bit of shilling done, it still doesn't sit right with me. I know it's what I should be doing. I'm a YouTuber. That's kind of part and parcel. You know, when people get sponsorship on their videos, I don't know. I'm sorry. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. There is more to come. We've got all the harvesting. We go into harvest season. We've got more animals we're going to do. There's all sorts of stuff. But thank you for joining me. If you have enjoyed it, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. As always, thanks for watching.